Greetings, my name is Donnie Winter, and welcome to the mundane life of a single gay. Pour yourselves a cup of coffee and let's have a chat. I am sure I am not the only gay man who has been very insecure about his appearance. And I recall back in my late teens, I was always very insecure because I was never tall enough, my voice was never deep enough, I was never muscular enough, and I was never masculine enough in order to appeal to another guy. And as I've grown older, I've started to realize that, those things are honestly insignificant because at a certain point in time, gay people become less shallow and more focused on embracing a person as a whole versus certain aspects of them. But I had a younger guy than me come up to me the other day. He's a friend of mine. He's about 19, 20 years old, and he was absolutely devastated that someone turned him down because of his weight. And it started me thinking about a whole bunch of different things. First, I was watching a YouTuber the other day who posted a video around Christmas, and he was basically naked on camera pleasing himself with something, and the comments were nothing but, glorifying comments about his hotness. And then I remembered comments that I received a few months ago about me not being provocative or naked enough to be an entertaining gay YouTuber, and I started realizing the very toxic levels of objectification and shallowness that still exist in the gay community. In the past, I've received a lot of judgment from other gay people because I really am not provocative. I really do not fall into the same stereotypes that the culture tries to establish because I don't really believe that they should exist, so why should I fall into them? Especially stereotypes of gender, like, does it matter if I'm masculine or feminine? I am both. I have both in me. In fact, sometimes I even say that I am beyond those gender binary concepts. But in the gay community, when we are throwing this around at other gay people, we're making it even more difficult to not only date, but we're making it more difficult to establish ourselves as confident individuals. It really needs to stop, and I think there is this insecurity in a lot of people that continues to cause this type of behavior, this type of, judgment toward other people in the community. Now, don't get me wrong, there is a lot of objectification and a lot of, shallowness in the communities outside of the gay community, but since the community is a bit smaller, this tends to be noticed much more. In fact, in the media, men are so frequently objectified that it often goes overlooked because the discourse about objectification surrounds women, and it's very, noticeable when a woman is objectified and there is a response to it. But when men are objectified, there is little to no response to it, and if there is a response to it, the people responding against the objectification are often judged and hated for making those statements. Which is actually one reason why I've been single as long as I have, because every time I go on a date with someone, they instantly want to be very sexual, or they judge me for not wanting to be provocative enough. I am sorry, but if you're going to get this, if you want this, you're going to get the whole cake, not just the frosting. If I had any advice to single gay people out there this time of year, and this time of year can be very difficult for a lot of single gay people because it's almost Valentine's Day, don't settle for someone who is only willing to accept certain parts of you. Settle for someone who accepts all of you, because you are worth more than your outward appearance. You are worth more than the depth of your voice. You are worth more than your height. You are worth more than your level of masculinity or your level of femininity. You are worth more than how much you're willing to put out. I feel like once we see that in ourselves, then other gay people will start seeing that in themselves as well. And then we can start making these changes and stop being so judgmental toward other people's appearances or their mannerisms. Anyway, if you guys like my videos, please comment, rate, and subscribe to my channel. The Mundane Life of a Single Gay is a continuing series that I will be doing. Also, please subscribe to my other channel, Universal Journeys. Dr. Brenda and I do this video series twice a month on the first and third Sundays, where we talk about life experiences, activism, and a whole slew of other different things as well. Anyway, thank you guys for always supporting and empowering me. Have a good night.